So thanks very much for joining me today. I know I need this, and I hope you do too. I guess you do, that's why you're here. So let's start. We'll take our feet wide apart. Turn your feet out a little bit and bend your knees. Let your torso hang loose, and then hold on to opposite elbows and let the torso sway from side to side. It's relaxing the spine, letting the legs become strong supports for the upper body. As you lean over your right leg, you can bend that knee over the ankle, and vice versa. Leaning over one leg, try straightening the opposite leg. And then bring the hands to the floor. Take the feet a little bit wider if you wish, and try turning the toes in just a little bit. As you push into your hands, take an inhale to lift the heart halfway, and then exhale, fold, bowing the head down. Knees can be bent or straight. Inhale to lift the heart. If you're feeling loose, you might straighten the legs, and exhale to fold to your own comfortable degree. Again, slow inhale, rise up. Try the fingertips this time. Exhale, folding in, slowly bowing the head. And again, once more. Exhale to fold to a sweet spot. And we'll hang out for a few breaths. Engaging the front of the thighs, the quadricep muscles. Create length in the back of the legs. And then inhaling, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, turn the feet away from each other. And then bending into your left leg, try sitting a little bit lower. Explore straightening the right leg. Inhale across center and we'll switch. Exhale, straightening left leg. Keep on going. You can try doing it with the soles of the feet on the floor. You can also try going into more of a toe squat. So as you bend the right leg, try letting the right heel come up. Really nice stretch in the toes. Next time the right leg bends, we'll pause there. So you can hang out with some length in the hamstrings. You could have your heel on or off the floor. It's up to you. And breathe. If you'd like to challenge your balance, maybe you bring the arms out. Whoa, maybe not. A few more breaths. You can also play with flexing and pointing the foot of the straight leg. Noticing how that changes the sensations in the back of that leg. Lengthening the calf and then engaging the calf as you point. And then we'll switch, bending into the left leg, right leg straight. Maybe you go into toe squat, maybe the heel's down, it's all good. Explore. The benefit of engaging the front of the thighs, it sends a signal to the hamstrings to lengthen comfortably. So we're trying to make this feel as good as we can. And then slowly come back to center. Use your hands. Turning toes in a little bit. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, slight bend of the knees, hands to the waist. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale. Turn the feet out again. This one's called the Goddess Pose. So we'll bring the hands towards the inner thighs, engaging the glutes. Think of pressing the knees back a little bit. Take a breath in, and on your exhale, look over the right shoulder. Press the other shoulder forward. Inhale to come up. Exhale, other side. And continue exploring with your breath. So one shoulder turns in. Try to draw that shoulder away from the ear. The opposite shoulder blade can retract a little bit. And see if you can also feel the movement coming from the core of the body. So a great way to connect more with the core, hands-free mode. Aim your left elbow to right knee. And don't worry, this will be over shortly. Just a few more vinyasas. See if you can feel the obliques working as you cross the midline. And then inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, step to the front in mountain pose. And take a resting breath. Get grounded in the feet, legs parallel. And on an inhale breath, lift the arms over the head. Gaze up to thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the shins or touch the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees to step back, plank pose. We'll hold it for a few breaths. You can step the feet a little bit further back if you wish. And then play with pushing off the toes to come forward. So you're pressing stronger through the upper palm as you do that. Reach back through the heels as well. Push off the toes to come forward, and then reach back through the heels. Extra challenge, push off the toes and bend your elbows. And then straight arms, reach back through the heels. Let's do about 3 more. And 2. Last one. And then come all the way down. Lower the knees and hips. Come onto your forearms for Sphinx Pose. We'll take a few breaths relaxing in this posture. So try to relax the back of the legs as much as you can comfortably. If you find you need to contract the hamstrings to feel more comfortable, or even the glutes, the buttocks, that's fine too. You're looking for what works for you today. And then notice the feeling of the breath. See if you can feel the belly expanding against the ground. Next, exhale, slowly come down and bring your hands where your elbows were. Hands could be wider than the shoulders. Inhale, loop the shoulders up and back. Slowly lift your shins. Exhale down, repeating a few more times. Inhale, loop the shoulders, pull with the hands to come up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, from the core, downward facing dog. Feel free to step slightly closer to your hands and then connect in with your breath. Toes and fingers spreading. Feel free to walk the dog, stretching into the calves again. On your next exhale, bend your knees, look to your hands. Step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bowing the head in. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, coming all the way up. Exhale, arms at sides, mountain pose. Take a resting breath in. And resting breath out. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, low plank. So come all the way down. Feel free to lower your knees. Inhale, cobra or upward dog, your choice. Exhale, look to the navel, using the core to curl into down dog. And then we'll play around with the dog a little bit. So use the exhale to connect with your core. And then use the inhale to push out through the heel of the palm, drawing the hips back. It can be really helpful to bend the knees to help find an openness through the chest. And then on your exhale, move into an angry cat spine, looking towards the navel. Inhale, back bending pattern, push through the hands. Exhale, curl in from the core, look navel. And do that a few more times at your own pace. If you're really loose, you can do it with straight legs. And then next exhale, bend your knees, look to the hands, step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise the arms coming up. Exhale, arms at sides, mountain pose. And take a resting breath in, hands together. Resting breath out, bend the knees. Inhale, chair pose, gazing up to the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, look towards your navel. Inhale, look up, option to bear weight. Low plank on the exhale. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale from the core, downward dog. So connect to your breath again, pushing the hips back on the inhale. And I invite you to explore spinal waves. So it's just like angry cat on the exhale. But this time we'll lift the heels and come into a high plank. Inhale, lift the chin, downward dog. Exhale, look to your navel, high plank, roll through the vertebra. Inhale, lift the chin, downward dog. And try a few more. Moving forward on the exhale, moving back on the inhale. And one more. And then we'll move into warrior one. So take an inhale to push your hips back. Exhale, use the wave, right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, roll up like a wave, warrior one. Exhale, bend the elbows and hinge forward over your leg. Inhale, raise the arms coming up. Again, exhale, bend the arms and hinge. Again, inhale to come up. And exhale, bending into the elbows. Full warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back or hold the waist. Inhale, step a little closer with your left foot. Try to straighten your legs. Exhale, fold over the right leg to your own comfortable degree. It doesn't have to be a big fold like I'm showing. You could keep the heart up halfway. And the benefit of this approach, as opposed to folding, is it targets more glute strength. So you're training your hips to be more supported in this range of motion. And the idea is that we train that awareness and then bring it into our other movements. One more breath. Now, as you exhale, release the interlace, bend your right knee. Inhale, raise the arms up to the sky, warrior one. That was supposed to be the hard part. Exhale, hands forward. You can step back to plank or do a quick handstand on the in-breath. Chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your spinal wave again, inhaling. Exhale, plank, rounding your back. Inhale, lift the chin, downward dog. Exhale, curling into plank. Inhale, down dog. Left foot forward on the exhale, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one, rolling up. Exhale, bend the elbows, hinge forward. Inhale, rise up, lift the arms. And repeat that. Exhale, hinging and squeezing. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinging. Notice the strength of your glutes supporting the pose. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, straight legs. Option to interlace the fingers. I should have mentioned you can also use a strap or hold the waist. Step closer with the right foot, and then inhale to lift your heart. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Maybe you're going halfway to focus on neutral spine, strong bum. Maybe you're going to keep on going if that feels pretty strong. 3 more breaths. One more breath in. On the exhale, bend the knee, release the interlace. Lifting arms, inhale, warrior one. Whew. Exhale, hands forward. Inhale, step back or do a little handstand. Right leg up, maybe left leg up, maybe not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank. Left arm up to the sky, side plank. So you can stagger your left foot in front of your right. Extra challenge, stack the legs, and then pick up the left knee, making circles in the hip. The challenge here is stabilizing the pose while circling the hip. If you want to do wild thing, go for it. 3 more breaths. And then come back to plank pose, and we'll switch sides. Right arm up, staggering the feet. Option 2, stack. Option 3, circle the right hip. Try to find stillness in the side plank first. And then if you're circling the hip, you might consider 3 more breaths in Wild Thing. Touching the ball of the foot down, keep the heel raised, lifting that right hip. Strong in the buttocks. And then back to plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a free breath in. On your exhale, bend your knees, look thumbs. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend your knees. 3 more. Option 2, hop forward and hop back. Working with a squatting hop. Then we'll all hop forward together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose, arms up. And exhale, mountain pose. So lifting that left leg, circle the hip, bend your right leg. Whoa. Now allow your pelvis to follow the knee out to the left. Bend both knees, spread the arms, half moon. Reaching a little closer to the floor if that's available. Or you can reverse the movement, moving from the core a little more. So we can think of this pose as not having a set quality. It's more of a position from which we can explore, using the heart and leg as a balance beam. One lifts, the other lowers. Good. 1 more breath. And then land the back foot. It's like a warrior 2 stance, but short. Inhale, straighten the arms. Slowly straighten the front leg. Exhale, triangle, taking the right hand to the shin, ankle, or hook the big toe. And breathe. Three more breaths. Try looking at the thumb of the top hand. You may find it helpful to bring it further forward where it's easier to see. And on the inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bend your front knee. Left foot steps a little bit closer, and we'll angle it towards the front left corner of the mat. Inhaling, take the hands behind the head, back leg straight. Exhale, twist to the right, keeping the front knee bent. And repeat. Inhale, come up. Slowly straighten the front leg. Exhale to bend the knee and twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the knee, twisting. And once more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the knee. Next time you come up on the inhale, straighten the arms. And then exhale, twist, keeping the legs straight. Left hand down to the shin, or you can touch the floor or a yoga block on either side of the foot and look to either hand. Revolve triangle, or Parivrita Trikonasana for all you Sanskrit scholars. Hopefully there are none, because my Sanskrit pronunciation leaves something to be desired. A few more breaths. Try to squeeze the legs towards each other. Root strongly into the feet. Next exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend your knees and step forward to mountain. And then hands to the heart. We'll pick up the right leg and do that same sequence on the other side. So circle the right hip. Keep your knees bent a bit. Try to move from the strength of the glutes. And then finally, we'll move towards half moon, letting the pelvis follow the right knee. Feel free to keep the knee bent or straighten it, and then extend the arms. Great place to stay. Maybe explore movement again, using the leg as a balance beam to the heart. The leg lifts, the heart drops, or the heart lifts and the leg comes down a little. Play around with it. And then we'll land the right foot like a short warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, triangle, allowing the pelvis to slightly turn towards your left foot. Hand to the shin, ankle, or hook big toe. And breathe, gazing at the top thumb if that's comfortable. Let the eyes become steady, jaw relaxed. Then moving from the core, inhale, come up. Exhale, step the right foot in a little closer, angling towards the front right corner. Inhale, take the hands behind the head, lifting the heart. Exhale, bend your left knee, twisting to the left. Inhale, rise up, slowly straighten the leg. Exhale, twisting from the core. Good, 2 more to go. Feel your way through the movement. The advantage of bending the knee is it gives us a lot more freedom in the pelvis to move from a neutral spine, even though the core will naturally round the lower back a tiny little bit. So we'll come up, straighten the arms now. Keep the leg as straight as you can comfortably. Exhale, Parivrita Trikonasana. Vritti meaning twisting, and Trikona meaning 3 angle. Asana means posture. So at the end of every word, there's an asana. On the next exhale, look down, small bend of the knee. Inhale, come up, turning to side wall. Exhale, step to the front in mountain. Hands to the heart, inhale. Exhale, bending the knees. Inhale, chair pose, holding. So you could do it with your arms shoulder width, head neutral, pulsing on the heels. Next step, look between hands. Next step, join the hands, gazing at the thumbs. Find a sweet spot and breathe. Core is active, so the front ribs are drawing in a bit. See if you can feel the glutes, the buttocks activating, and then steady the gaze. 1 more breath. Exhale, hands down. Whew. Inhale, crow pose, 3 breath, or step back to plank. You can build a crow by also keeping your heels up. Bend your elbows and lean forward. No need to lift the toes. If you get lift off, great. If not, also great. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Follow my words, not my actions. And then we'll come through seated position. Bring the legs out in front. Staff pose, Dandasana. With an inhale, raise the arms eye level. Exhale, lean back 45 degrees, tensioning the core. Heels can stay down to modify. Next phase, lean back a bit more to get the feet up. And breathe. Gazing at the big toes. As you exhale, bend your knees. Soles of the feet hip width, hands half a foot behind you. Inhale, loop the shoulders up and back. Lift the hips and breathe. Explore bending the knees more and then reversing the bend, shifting the weight forward and back. Notice the tone in the back of the legs. And exhale all the way down. All right, boat pose, round 2. It's the last one, I promise. So we'll lean back again. Core is strong. Heart is trying to lift. If you feel too much in your hip flexors, you can lean back into low boat, which actually is harder in some ways. So out of compassion, let's explore both dynamically. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Shaking is good. Exhale, low. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low. Inhale, high boat. Whew. A few more to go. And then release the pose. Bring the soles of the feet together for bound angle. If this is too much for the knees, take the feet forward to make a diamond. Inhaling, hold the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forwards. Think about engaging the glutes and also eventually opening the soles of the feet up like a book in this variation, which is called Bada konasana, bound angle. Kona meaning angle. Gripping the big toes, take a breath in. Exhale, connect with the core. Inhale, lean back, and then see how much you can lift the heart while attempting to straighten the legs. And breathe. Think of pushing the big toes into your fingers and then make a mild effort to draw the arm bones back. Shoulder blades are still spreading out, just like a plank. Heart is lifting. And then we'll take it to the floor. I'm going to open up to the side for a better view so I don't disappear underneath my couch. However you are is great. So as you inhale, spread the arms out like wings. Exhale, hinge forward, engaging the front of the thighs. Inhale, come up. Think about keeping the spine straight. Exhale, hinge. Do like 3 more like that. If you're kind of tight, I started off really tight as well. So what would happen was like rounding the back like this. If that's the case, try bending your knees and digging the heels down, and then hinge from there. So we're cultivating a neutral spine, which is going to train your pelvis and train your body to recognize that it can do this posture in any situation. And then if you're quite loose, go ahead and hinge forward with legs straight. If you're a bit tighter, try to stay upright, hands by your hips, and then slowly engage the front of the thighs. See how much you can straighten the legs. And breathe. If it feels okay for your back, even if you are tight, feel free to round your back to your own comfortable degree. Just go easy. It's always good to approach the same sort of riddle in a variety of different ways. And then inhale, slowly come on up. Bring the feet together, bend your knees, and with core strength, exhale to lay down onto your back. Set up for bridge, feet on the floor just in front of the sit bones. On an inhale, lift the arms over the head to the back of the mat. Exhale to lift the hips up. Inhale to lower the arms. Exhale, lower the vertebra. Again, inhale, lift the arms, reaching back. Exhale, lifting the hips. Inhale, lowering the arms. And exhale, lowering through the vertebra. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, lifting the hips. Inhale, slowly lower the arms. Exhale, lowering through the vertebra. Okay, so one more. If you'd like to do full wheel, go for it, placing hands under elbows. Otherwise, we'll exhale to lift the hips again, but then we'll hold the pose, inhaling to bring the arms behind the back for bridge. Feel free to interlace the fingers or grab the edges of the mat. Roll the shoulders back into the floor, engaging between the shoulder blades. A few more slow breaths. For those of you in wheel, you know what to do. You can play with rocking forward and back a little, sending the heart over the hands. And with an exhale, come all the way down, tucking your chin. Slowly lower the spine down and take a moment to feel the residue. Take the feet a little wider and then windshield wiper the legs side to side. And then come back to center. Placing the feet on the floor, lift the hips and move them to the right edge of the mat. More accurately, move the pelvis to the right edge of the mat. And then bring your right ankle outside the left thigh. On a long exhale, slowly lower the knees towards the left. So you might feel a nice stretch in your hip. You can use your left hand to gently pull down on the leg as the right chest opens. You're welcome to close the eyes or look over the right shoulder. It's all good. And take some deep, full breath into the belly. slowly come back to center. And then other side, we'll lift the pelvis and bring it to the left. Hook the left ankle outside of the right thigh. And with a long exhale, slowly bring your legs to the right. This pose could involve a little bit of effort to pull down on the left leg, like super gentle effort, like less than 5% of your power. And then you can match that with a gentle effort of pressing the thigh up against the hand. And that can have the effect of turning the left chest open more. Alternatively, I have known people to take naps in this posture for like as long as 30 minutes. Choose your own adventure, as this is our last pose before Shavasana. So if there was any other poses that you wanted to do, you're always welcome to. Otherwise, we'll go into relaxation, coming back to center. Take a moment to lift the hips, center the pelvis on the mat, and draw the knees in towards the chest for Apanasana, wind-relieving pose. And you're welcome to keep the head relaxed, or take an exhale to bow the head towards the knees, and an inhale to relax the head down. Exhale, head to knees. Inhale, relax down. And again, once more. Exhale, bowing from the core. Inhale, let go. And make your way into relaxation. Allow the eyes to close. You're welcome to straighten the legs out into Shavasana. If you have a lot of tightness in the front of your hips, around your psoas, a nice way of relaxing is with the feet as wide as the mat and the knees falling inwards. Consciously breathing into your belly and trying to relax the psoas. The psoas is the connection from the front of the femur going around to the lower back. So it's kind of like taming a lion. It takes extra care and practice. And as you're laying in Shavasana, you can incorporate a mini meditation, sending out positive thoughts to anyone you know. It could be a stranger, it could be a friend, it could be someone that did you wrong, it could be anybody. Send them good thoughts. Thank you so much for practicing. I encourage you to continue resting if you have more time. Thank you so much for joining me. See you soon.
Doesn't it smell like fresh citrus in the air, darling?
Oh, darling, it does smell like fresh citrus.